First of all, congratulations on the film. I haven't been this entertained in probably at least a year since I've been in a movie theater. It was so much fun.
Okay, good.
You know, we've always seen Nick Fury in the Marvel films so far as a badass, a guy who knows how to get the job done. But what you did in this one, we saw a man who is a badass, knows how to get the job done. But you, for the first time, I feel like we saw a man who's carrying the weight and the responsibility of the world on his shoulders at the same time. Mm-hmm. What did you want us to see in Nick Fury in this one?
That's good.
That worked for it?
Oh, well, you know, I mean, that was the job. The job is to, you know, to be so right and all of a sudden have this shadow of doubt cast upon you and to actually be surprised. A man who actually thought he could not be surprised gets surprised.
A lot of the things that really made this movie work so much is that relationships. You see this ever-evolving relationship and dynamic between Cap and Nick and stuff like that. Why do you think in this movie, probably more than any other, we really saw those connections work?
Because the first time they wrote them. I mean, you know, all the other times they have this witty banter and it's sort of a, you know, sort of like guys hanging out together where guys say something about you, you say something back about them, guys, but they never have meaningful conversations. So all of a sudden, we're having meaningful conversations. And in terms of Captain America, I mean, he's very old school in that whole thing, where Steve still thinks that freedom is a principle that everybody in this country should have, and they shouldn't be held at gunpoint to say, you know, you're free. Dig it. And you go, yeah, okay, I'm free. And Nick is of the opinion that, well, you got to kind of keep a gun on everybody just because you never know what they'll do. You know, Cap still has that faith in his fellow man that Nick just does not have. And he's from that other place. And he and Black Widow, like they said, you know, they're willing to do anything to make sure they get it done. You know, Cap's only going to go so far.
Now, this film has an awful lot of action in it, like really key set pieces, including yours in the truck, which was so good. Sometimes movies that try to put too much action in can lose itself in that. What was the key in making, why does the action in Captain America just actually complement the story, whereas in some other movies it can just, you know, dilute the story?
I have no idea how they create that balance, you know, in that Marvel formula. You know, Kevin and those guys have figured out a way to mix and match these things in such a way that they make sense to the story.
Right.
So it's not just a gratuitous thing that's jumping off. You know, it's like, oh, we've been talking too long. Let's blow something up. You know, they make it coincide to the action, or you have to respond to whatever's happened because of this, because of that. And it makes sense. And I think in this particular sense, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised when they come in the movie and find out, oh, hell, I didn't come in here to think. You know, I actually came to kind of be stimulated. And you will be, but all of a sudden you got to stop and go, wait a minute, what happened there? So they just turn this over that, and it's a really great story of intrigue in the midst of an action movie. And I think it's going to, you know, pay dividends because of it.
Well, I think it's the most well-rounded of the Marvel films. Congratulations on it. We can't wait to have it on AMC screens.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.